The camera opens on a bleak, cold space station orbiting a forgotten planet, Elysium 9. The once bustling hub of human hope is now reduced to a last refuge for Earth's remaining soldiers. Outside, the vast expanse of space looms, and the Vanguard Legion, humanity's last surviving fleet, is all that stands between the annihilation of Earth and the invading Zorathians. This alien race, far more advanced than humanity, has been wiping out colonies across the galaxy with their AI-driven war machines. The Zorathians' technology is beyond anything humans can even imagine, and now they've set their sights on the final stronghold. Inside the control room, Commander Riley Kent surveys the last remnants of her crew, her face grim and determined. Their odds are impossible, outnumbered 100 to 1, with every communication line severed from Earth. The Zorathian fleet is approaching at full speed, preparing for their final strike. As the tension builds, the alarms blare, warning of imminent attack. The human soldiers stand ready, their eyes cold and focused. They know this is it, their last chance to hold the line. The fate of humanity is in their hands. But just as the Zorathian fleet appears on the radar, something completely unexpected happens. A loud, upbeat tune blares through the speakers. It's not the usual sirens of war. It's a party anthem. The humans, instead of preparing for battle, start dancing. At first, the soldiers look confused. Commander Kent, always the composed leader, suddenly smiles. She grabs the mic, addressing her crew, "If we're going out on our terms. Get ready for the fight of our lives, but let's make sure the Zorathians know they're facing the wrong species." She motions for the crew to keep dancing, and slowly, the mood shifts. Even the engineers, the cooks, and maintenance crew, everyone who's been fighting a losing battle for months, join in. They laugh, cheer, and even joke as they shake their heads to the music. It's surreal. Amid the chaos, the humans turn their impending doom into a celebration. The Zorathian ships, massive and ominous, begin closing in on the station. But instead of the human fleet scrambling to respond, the station's loudspeakers continue blaring party music. The Zorathian sensors can't make sense of it. Their AI, built for precision and efficiency, begins to glitch. For the first time, it's clear that the aliens are confused. "What's happening?" one of the Zorathian commanders asks his AI. "Are they insane? This isn't a strategy. It's madness." The alien systems are built to detect threat patterns and predict human behavior, but this unpredictable, chaotic reaction throws them off completely. The Zorathians have never faced anything like this. Humanity doesn't follow the rules. While they expect fear, terror, and preparation for annihilation, all they get is noise, dancing, and laughter. The humans, however, aren't just partying, they're preparing. Commander Kent doesn't just want to confuse the enemy. She has a plan. Underneath the chaos, her soldiers are activating cloaking technology synchronized to the beat of the music. Every movement, every shift, is a calculated strike hidden beneath the loud noise. To the Zorathians, it looks like total chaos, and that's exactly what they need. The Zorathians' AI, which thrives on order and precision, begins to malfunction. It can't process the unpredictable nature of the humans, and suddenly, their weaponry starts to misfire. As the Zorathians' fleet grows closer, their targeting systems fail to lock onto the human ships. The humans, using cloaking devices and confusing decoys, launch a series of counterattacks that catch the aliens off guard. But the Zorathians are still not backing down. They launch their first wave of attacks, huge bursts of energy aimed directly at Elysium 9. The station shakes, and alarms blare again, but this time, the humans take it in stride. They fight back with everything they have. The humans, outnumbered and outgunned, use guerrilla tactics, cloaking devices, and sheer willpower to resist. The Zorathians don't know how to handle this. As the battle intensifies, human soldiers engage in close-quarters combat, launching sneak attacks on the alien vessels, using the chaos of the party to their advantage. It's madness, but it's working. The Zorathians' controlled, efficient army is being outmaneuvered by human creativity and spirit. In the background, the music keeps playing loud and obnoxious. To the Zorathians, it's a sign of desperation. To the humans, it's a reminder that they are not going to let this be the end of them. Even if they fall, they'll do so with their heads held high, laughing in the face of impossible odds. The tension grows. Can these human underdogs really stand a chance against such overwhelming forces? The Zorathians are still relentless, and the odds are still stacked against them, but the humans are proving one thing: they are not going down without a fight. The audience is left with one question: will the humans' unpredictable strategy truly work, or will the Zorathians find a way to crush this last act of rebellion? The music blares louder, and the battle rages on. As the Zorathian fleet draws closer, the humans brace for impact. The space station Elysium 9 shudders with the force of the enemy's bombardment. The Zorathian warships loom large on the view screen, their sleek, terrifying forms ready to unleash destruction. Everyone on board is preparing for the worst, but Commander Riley Kent isn't as nervous as her crew. There's something in her eyes, a spark of defiance that refuses to let humanity go down quietly. Suddenly, her voice cuts through the chaos. "It's time," she says, her grin widening as she speaks into the comms. "You all know what to do." The music blasting through the speakers shifts in tone, a loud, energetic beat that sets the pace. At first, it just seems like the chaos is part of the madness, but then Riley makes an announcement that changes everything. "The music isn't just a distraction," she says, her voice calm but filled with purpose. "It's a cover for our secret weapon, a cloaking system designed to confuse the Zorathians' AI. We've synced our systems to the rhythm of this music. Each beat, each note, it creates false signals, false targets." The crew members, who had been dancing in wild abandon just moments ago, now spring into action. They connect their equipment to the station's hidden cloaking devices, all tuned to the pulse of the music. Their movements are now perfectly coordinated, in sync with the sound. The music itself is now a weapon, a frequency that messes with the Zorathian AI, which is designed to track human behavior with cold precision. The Zorathians, however, have never seen anything like this before. Their advanced AI, capable of reading human movements, can't make sense of the erratic, unpredictable rhythm. It can't adjust to the randomness of humanity. The Zorathians' targeting systems start failing. The human ships and decoys flicker in and out of visibility, creating ghost signals that confuse the Zorathian sensors. The alien ships fire at what they believe are real targets, but they miss. Human weapons, now cloaked behind decoys, fire back with deadly accuracy. Missiles lock onto the Zorathian ships, hitting key weak spots. The first Zorathian ship goes down in an explosion of light and debris, followed by a second. The humans, once hopeless and outnumbered, are now on the offensive. The unexpected twist of turning music into a weapon has completely caught the Zorathians off guard. The battle rages on, but humanity's strategy has turned the tide. The Zorathians are scrambling, unable to adapt to the human unpredictability. The odds are still stacked against them, but for the first time, it feels like the humans have the upper hand. Commander Riley Kent watches the chaos unfold with a fierce sense of pride. They might be the underdogs, but they have just set the stage for a fight they weren't supposed to win. The war is far from over, but this battle? This battle, the humans are starting to win. The Zorathians are not giving up easily. With their advanced technology and overwhelming firepower, they retaliate fiercely. Orbital bombardments rain down from the skies, massive missiles that explode with deadly force. Drones swarm around the battlefield, their sleek designs darting through space with terrifying precision. AI-powered robots drop onto Elysium 9, their cold, metallic limbs moving in perfect synchronization. They have no fear, no emotions, just the cold logic of their programming driving them forward. But the humans are far from done. They've taken the Zorathian surprise attack in stride, using their unpredictable guerrilla tactics to outsmart their foes. Every human movement is deliberate, chaotic, and impossible to predict. They use the cloaking devices, still synced to the rhythm of the party music, to vanish from the Zorathian sensors. The soldiers, once disorganized and terrified, are now a swarm of shadows, slipping in and out of visibility. They're not fighting by the Zorathians' rules, they're fighting their own way, with passion and sheer willpower. In the midst of the chaos, Sergeant Bonner and his squad are tasked with a high-risk mission: infiltrate a Zorathian mothership. Using cloaked ships, they manage to sneak past the alien fleet and approach the enemy flagship. It's a daring, dangerous mission, but Bonner's team is ready. They drop onto the mothership's hull, invisible to the Zorathian sensors, and begin planting explosives on critical systems. The goal is to cripple the Zorathian fleet from the inside out, creating a window of opportunity for the rest of the human forces. As they move deeper into the ship, the tension rises. The Zorathians are closing in, but Bonner's team is too quick, too clever. They plant charges in key areas, avoiding the alien guards and setting up a series of timed explosions. But just as they're about to finish the mission, disaster strikes. Bonner, leading the charge, is caught in a blast as one of the explosives detonates too soon. He's thrown across the room, wounded badly. Blood pours from his injuries, and the team rushes to his side. His death is devastating. Bonner was a symbol of the human spirit, brave, selfless, and unyielding. His loss sends a shockwave through the crew. The remaining soldiers feel the weight of the loss, their morale shaken. But as the minutes pass, something shifts. The grief doesn't break them, it fuels them. They know they can't let Bonner's death be in vain. With renewed determination, they press forward, fighting harder than ever. The humans fight with a renewed fury. The loss of Bonner is a painful blow, but it's also a rallying cry. His sacrifice sparks a fire in their hearts, and they turn the tide of battle once again. They become a force of nature, unpredictable, passionate, and determined to protect their home no matter the cost. The Zorathians, despite their technological advantage, cannot match the human willpower. Every explosion, every battle cry, every ambush is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. They're not just fighting for survival, they're fighting for each other. They're fighting for Bonner's memory, and they're not backing down. With the Zorathian mothership now crippled and the human forces fighting with everything they have, the battle is far from over. But one thing is clear, the Zorathians have underestimated humanity, and now, they will pay the price. The battle is reaching its peak, and the odds have never been more overwhelming. The Zorathian fleet, though crippled, is still relentless. They have the upper hand in firepower, their AI systems working tirelessly to crush the human resistance. But Commander Riley Kent and her team are far from done. They've made it this far by defying the impossible, and now they're about to take the fight to the heart of the Zorathian forces. In a bold move, Riley leads her squad to infiltrate the Zorathian flagship. The ship, the heart of the alien fleet, is heavily fortified, but the humans have one advantage: they know how to adapt. Using hijacked Zorathian drones and cloaked ships, they manage to breach the ship's defenses. The Zorathian fleet, still grappling with the chaos of human unpredictability, is slow to react. Riley's team moves quickly, overwhelming enemy guards in a flurry of hand-to-hand combat. They use everything at their disposal: melee weapons, drones, and stolen Zorathian tech to sabotage the flagship from the inside out. The Zorathian AI, which had been the backbone of their entire war strategy, starts to glitch under the pressure. It had been designed to predict and counter human moves with perfect precision, but the unpredictability of humanity is something the AI can't process. Every move the humans make is chaotic, emotional, and filled with passion, everything the alien system was never programmed to understand. The AI begins recalibrating, but it's too slow. With every moment, its control over the fleet weakens. Riley and her squad make their way to the flagship's central core, where the heart of the Zorathian AI lies. The room is cold and sterile, filled with glowing screens and endless rows of data streams. At the core of it all stands the massive AI-controlled warlord, the leader of the Zorathian forces. It's a towering figure, built to instill fear, but it's nothing more than a machine, calculating and emotionless. Riley, however, isn't like the Zorathians. She's human, and that gives her a power they can't comprehend. In a stunning moment of courage, Riley steps forward to face the warlord. The AI tries to calculate her movements, but it's overwhelmed. Riley doesn't fight with logic or technology, she fights with something the AI has never anticipated: human ingenuity and emotion. With a quick series of movements, she hacks into the AI's core systems, bypassing its security using a combination of human creativity and quick thinking. The Zorathian AI, designed for efficiency, can't predict her actions. Riley's hands move with purpose, and as she activates the final sequence, the AI's systems begin to shut down. The massive warlord freezes, its power faltering. The flagship's once imposing presence begins to crumble. The Zorathian fleet, now without their guiding AI, starts to fall apart. Ships begin malfunctioning, their weapons misfiring, and their systems failing. The Zorathians, without their advanced technology, are suddenly just another enemy, easily overwhelmed by the remaining human forces. One by one, the alien ships are picked off, and the Zorathian forces begin to retreat. In a breathtaking moment of triumph, humanity has done the impossible. Against all odds, they have turned the tide of battle. The Zorathian fleet, once invincible, is crippled, and their remaining forces are retreating. Commander Riley Kent stands victorious, her heart racing with the weight of what they've achieved. They may have been the underdogs, but their humanity, unpredictable, emotional, and full of heart, has proven to be their greatest weapon. With the Zorathians retreating, the humans stand tall. Their victory, against all odds, is a testament to the power of human resilience. The war isn't over, but this battle, this incredible, chaotic, emotional battle, has been won. The Zorathians have learned that humanity is not to be underestimated. And with that, the humans prove once and for all that they are not just survivors, they are fighters, and they will never give up. The Zorathian fleet is now retreating, fading into the dark void of space. Their once imposing ships, crippled and broken, drift away, leaving humanity standing victorious. It's a moment that should be filled with triumph, and yet, there is no cheer from the crew of Elysium 9. The victory, though monumental, is shadowed by the heavy price they have paid. The station erupts into celebration, but it's a muted, bittersweet one. The sound of cheers fills the halls, but it feels hollow. The humans, battered and exhausted, have won the battle, but the cost has been steep. The loss of Sergeant Bonner, the brave leader who gave his life to secure their future, weighs heavily on everyone's hearts. Many of the soldiers, friends, and comrades who fought alongside them are gone. Their sacrifices echo in every corner of the station. It's hard to celebrate when the faces of the fallen are fresh in their minds. Commander Riley Kent stands before her crew, looking out at the gathered soldiers. She can feel the exhaustion, the grief, and the relief all mixed together in the room. They've won, yes, but at what cost? She clears her throat, and the room grows quiet, waiting for her to speak. Riley's voice is steady, but her eyes betray the sorrow she feels. "This victory is yours," she says, her words carrying the weight of their journey. "You've proven that we, humanity, will not bend to the will of superior forces. Against all odds, we fought back. We adapted. We won." She pauses, allowing the gravity of the moment to settle. "But we did not do so without loss. Bonner, and so many others, gave everything so that we could stand here today. We honor them. We carry their sacrifice forward." Her words hang in the air, a reminder of the high price of victory. There are no easy answers, no easy comforts, but Riley's speech serves as a reminder that humanity's strength isn't just in their ability to fight, it's in their resilience. No matter how advanced the enemy, humanity has the ability to adapt, to survive, and to overcome. It is their greatest strength. The final shot shifts to the crew of Elysium 9 standing on the station's observation deck, looking out into space. Their faces are tired but determined, the endless void stretching before them. There's no time for rest. They've won this battle, but the war is far from over. Their next mission is clear: they must rebuild. They must reconnect with Earth, and they must prepare for the challenges ahead. The Zorathians may have retreated, but there are still threats in the galaxy. The future of humanity is uncertain, but one thing is clear: they are not done fighting. The final frame lingers on Riley's face as she gazes into the stars. Humanity has proved its worth. Now, they will fight for their future. The war for their survival may have just begun, but they are ready for whatever comes next.